Hey everyone, and welcome to Uncharted Realms' Sunday event. I'm Brent, alongside streamer to be named, and we're excited to bring you round one coverage of Out of the Box Gaming's Armory Commoner event today. 6 whole rounds, that's 6 rounds of common action as our players are going to throw it down. Before we get into the gameplay, though, a little bit about Out of the Box Gaming. Out of the Box Gaming is a store local to Thomasville, North Carolina. They specialize in awesome, fun, unique in-store and online play like this Commoner event. They do a lot of limited stuff, sealed in-store as well, weekly drafts. But they also have a marketplace for trading card singles. So if you're in the market to build up a Flesh and Blood deck, or Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, MetaZoo, Pokemon, you name it, they got it. That's Out of the Box Gaming in person in Thomasville, North Carolina, or outoftheboxgaming.com. For our round one, we have Kevin rocking the Common Briar against Matt, also rocking the Common Briar. It is a nice mirror matchup. It's looking good. So Commoner today, for those that might not know, Commoner is it's a common matchup. Yeah. So Commoner for us today is only commons. We do not have not decided to throw in any rares yet. You might see from time to time some formats having rares and whatnot thrown in, but no, only commons. You might see a rare though in the lunging press and springboard somersault pop up, but due to popper rules, those are legal in the common format. And we double checked, they match the power level of the rest of the commons, so it's all good anyways there. So Kevin here with a very explosive start had a fused Bramble Spark in the red variety, so +3 to his next attack and 1 arcane, but make that 2 arcane because that's a ball lightning there. So ball lightning there, whenever lightning or elemental action card would deal damage as combat chain, it'll give that much damage +1. So Matt will prevent 1 and take 1, fall to 19, and then we have 5 physical after that. We'll go up to 6. So that should be down to 13 Matt falls. Another ball lightning in the blue. Matt goes in with the equipment there to block it. Surprising, he took that yeah, Scribe, by all means. Lurk away, my man. Lurk away. Always good to have you. Matt there will block the second arcane there with his arcane barrier. Take the remaining 3, fall to 10 on his turn 0. Oh boy, Matt must have a really good hand here. Wants to get thrown off. Yeah, Matt's got his own ball lightning, so he wants to just go ham with that himself. Kevin had gonna get his embodiments there. He had forgotten there earlier. 20 to 10 as Matt starts his tempo turn. Yellow ball lightning. It should be coming up on the display at some point. Oh, Kevin blocks it. Red ball lightning, says Max. Now these are all going to be pumped up by 2 or for each ball lightning that's out there. This is why Matt didn't block. He couldn't block. He didn't have a choice. Another red ball lightning. Kevin blocks. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Matt then arsenals and passes. So, oh man. Matt starting hand with just no block at all. There's a reason he had to take 10. That is the downside to Briar. Briar is super explosive, but sometimes just walks into I call it a non-buzz. And oh boy, that was definitely a hurting one there. But how's everybody else doing? If you're doing awesome today, whether you're watching this back on the VOD, whenever you watch this, how are you doing? If you're doing well, hit that like button. Let me know that you're doing great and you're enjoying yourself. I'm having a wonderful week. Went and played in another Armory event yesterday. Got a cold foil. So it was a pretty fun one there. So Kevin just had to arsenal and pass on his turn because he blocked with 3 cards. So Matt is going to go into his complete tempo. have a complete tempo turn. Electrify into Bramble Spark, into Bramble Spark. Both of them fused. Should be a red one, then I believe a yellow one. No, double reds maybe. Oh boy, Scry. Oh, that would be cool to see, man. It would have to get crazy. Oh man, no, that is a red Bramble Strike there. So it's coming in for 9. Oh nope, it's a yellow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it was a yellow Bramble Strike on the second one. Lightning Surge is gonna have go again, thanks to the embodiment of lightning, and Electrify. Should be a yellow Electrify, which was played out of Arsenal, so Matt was allowed to draw a card there. And that will potentially do some 2 extra damage on hit. So 9 potential 11. But Scry, back on the counter thing, how cool would that be, man? When your commoner deck is more pricey than your than your classic instructed. Woo! I would have a great time with that. That would be hilarious. Oh, that would be so good. It'd be a reason to play some of the just welcome to Raid the Loan. I'd be I'd be all about it. And Matt says he should have done Mark of Lightning, and I agree with him. He totally forgot about it. Wasn't gonna totally point it out, but with the 3-ball lightnings out there, Matt could have popped the Mark of Lightning to get 4 damage total off of 1 Mark proc, which would have been great. So Kevin here, no blocks. Falls down to 7 thanks to the Electrify. And then Matt is like, all right, you know what? That sounds good to me. Let's Thorn it. Let's go 2 and 2 on the Rosetta Thorn. There's no Arcane Barrier available here for Kevin, so he has to at least take the 2. And he will take the 2 Arcane. Fall to 5. Not too bad here for Matt, though. Not too shabby, but we're getting into the nitty-gritty. Oh man, your money is on James with a Commoner Kano deck. All right. I love it. I like that. I like it. I'm all about it. I think potentially Commoner Kano could be a thing. Refreshing some action points and stuff like that. Well, hold on a second though. Kevin, Bramble fused into burgeoning with the go again. Oh my god, Kevin might actually just lock the game out right here. 2 Arcane, 8 physical, go again. Woo! I'm gonna be honest with you, fellas. This is not that far away from just a normal a normal Blitz deck. Yeah, but I think the biggest thing about Commoner is just trying to get your action points back. So either playing heroes that don't require a whole bunch of action points, or playing heroes that can cheat them out, like the Kano potentially. So Matt's gonna block the Arcane, and then throw 4. Oh, how many embodiments does he have? He should have Bramble. He should have 4. So yeah, that should be 6 block there on the first one, and then another 2 block from the Overload. So he'll block 8. So Kevin says, all right, Mark of Lightning time. Matt takes 1, falls to 9. So 5 to 9 is the score update there. And Kevin's like, all right, use my go again from the embodiment of lightning to go Rosetta Thorn for 2 and 2, which is pretty decent. Now Matt stared down a lot of damage, leaving himself with only 1 card in the hand right now. He's debating whether or not he really just wants to arsenal this card and pass it along or not. It's hard to get tempoed out. It's hard to come back against Briar when you get tempoed out. And Matt's going to have the problem where we saw it in turn 1, didn't have anything to block. Didn't have any cards that could block. So you got to keep that in mind. Matt here will take the 4, fall to 5 apiece. As Kevin arsenals and passes, Matt appears to just want to arsenal and pass himself. Alternatively, he could chip away for 2 damage on that Thorn. Now, remember, had Matt used his Mark of Lightning earlier, it would be a 1 to 5 game, and that means that a Rosetta Thorn could guarantee pulling a card out of his opponent's hand. So the Mark of Lightning is likely going to come back to hurt him here, as Kevin now gets the full grip of 4 cards and a card in arsenal, as Matt draws his 4 and is going to look to try to survive. Going to be tough to do now, as Kevin can likely tempo out his opponent. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough here for Matt. But Matt, you gotta say, has played pretty well, considering he was a 10 life deficit for free turn 1, but did get his own tempo turn. Kevin, he's like, I know I have all these extra cards, I might as well use them. Invigorate. It means the next attack he fuses this turn gains +3. Red Stir the Aether Wind. It does get fused, so Earth Fusion there, so it's gonna get +5. So 10 physical here. Matt actually potentially gets a chance to sneak out of this. Oh, no, actually, no. Kevin can give it go again. Matt actually probably loses here. Shows the red burgeoning. That was the fusion. That's not going to matter. That's still just a thorn coming in for 2 and 2. So Matt here... Probably, I mean, we're just waiting, the writing's on the wall there, fellas. I hate to say it, I don't want to call it too early, but alas, I think missing the Mark of Lightning, allowing Kevin to be able to get stuff like Invigorate here is pretty devastating. Could have been 3 less damage, to be fair, which could make or break things. I'll be real. Could make or break, but maybe not. I'll be real. Maybe not. What we're going to see from Kevin here is he's going to pop his suede shoes there. Sutcliffe's shoes, to be exact. He will give this attack go again and likely come in with the Thorn for 2 and 2. Matt here blocks 9, takes 1, falls to 4. Oh, actually, no. Kevin wants to go in with an attack here because he pops his Iron Weave to generate 2 resources there. His opponents have 4. There's no equipment available to block with on Matt's side of the field. And Kevin just says, we'll go Burgeoning for 6. I don't need the arcane damage. I'll just pull the, I'll get an extra bit of damage with the card out of the hand. So Kevin gets 3 damage instead of 2 on the Thorn. So that's why Kevin is here on table 1 and I'm just the voice behind the screen, because I would have missed out on a point of damage there. But Kevin has a complete tempo turn. Matt has to draw up. All Kevin has to do is non-attack, attack Rosetta Thorn, and he's guaranteed the win. Matt there is going to hope that Kevin Nambo's out of hand here. That is all Matt needs, though. If Kevin just draws no attack actions, though, or alternatively only attack actions, Matt's got a chance to sneak out of this game. It's Tails was a very weird thing. I would like to say that, you throw in the, Commoner's kind of like a limited set. You throw in that 1 Arcane Barrier there, and Briar all of a sudden gets a little bit more balanced out, in my opinion. Oh, lead the charge, Bramble Spark. Generates an action point there. Well, no, that's a blue lead the charge. I'm sorry. And Twine Lightning has to go again for physical. Matt scoops it up. Says you got it to the Rosetta Thorn after this. So that'll do it. That will do it. Kevin takes a great game, but I think Matt had a good chance there on the Mark of Lightning. I don't think, when we saw the end of the game, it definitely it would have helped, we'll say that, but I think Kevin still likely gets it off the end because of that amazing turn 1 action for 10 points. of damage because Matt had all ball lightnings in the hand. Would have been great hand opener for Matt. Not so much on the defense, though. Not so much on the defense. But that wraps up for us here in round one. Kevin takes round one. BattleBots Gaming's Armory Commoner. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around. Round number 2's coming at you shortly. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Realms, this Sunday event. I'm Brent, alongside streamer to be named, and we're excited because we got round 2 coverage of Out of the Box Gaming's Armory Commoner. That's right, I said Commoner. That's all commons in the deck at the Blitz level. All commons, any hero. Good to go. So we have 6 whole rounds today for you on that. Before we dive into the action, a little bit about Out of the Box Gaming. Out of the Box Gaming store local to Thomasville, North Carolina, specializes in awesome, fun, in-store action and crazy game play. But they also have a marketplace for trading card singles. So if you're in the market to update a deck or to get a new one of any game, check out Out of the Box Gaming in person or outoftheboxgaming.com. For round number 2, we have Kevin back on the big screen against John, this time at a weird little angle, but that's okay. Just look at Kevin's screen if you're getting a little bit disoriented, as Kevin's our turn 1 player yet again, and he again gets to fire away with the Bramble Spark Ball Lightning. I imagine that the more we see the more we see of Kevin, the more we're going to see these Ball Lightnings, Brambles. When you're running all 9, they do come in all together. Is Uncharted... Out of the Box is hosting a... Uncharted Realms is not, but Out of the Box is hosting a Pro Quest event. Also, they are also hosting a welcome... or a Farewell to Wraith event. I will be at both. I will be at both the Farewell to Wraith and the Pro Quest. You should be able to search up Out of the Box Gaming on the Flesh and Blood event locator, and you should be able to see those. You should be able to see those 2 events. One at the end of January, the other one, I believe, beginning of March. I believe. So, over here, John blocks up a little bit, takes some arcane damage. 3 of it to be exact, down to 17. Kevin at 20, not as good as the 20 to 10 from his last round, but a little bit better this time. It should be 20 to 17. We have 17 to 20 right now. We'll get that flipped. Josh, yeah, if you're looking to play, yeah, the Pro Quest Out of the Box Gaming should be a great time. Should be a great time. I might actually be there judging it. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't been asked yet at any of the places I play. So we'll see. We'll see. I assume that that'll get asked later as it gets closer to the date. But if not, if I don't get asked, I will happily play and bring the wizard and start roasting some people out. I consume a lot of salt in my life, so the more I can get from my opponents, the cheaper it is for my meals, you know? Oh, I'm just messing. Anyways, John coming in. He did Soul Shackle and then Spell Blade Strike. So this is going to be 4 go again, creating a rune chant, which gets followed up by... I didn't catch it. Kevin can't prevent the rune chant because he has no arcane barrier, so he'll take the 1 down to 15. And an attack for 4 coming in. I know what it is, I just can't say it. I don't remember what it is actually, so I shouldn't lie. There it is, Consuming Volition. Oh my god. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Let's see if you have dealt arcane damage this turn. Consuming Volition gains. If this hits a hero, they discard a card. So Kevin definitely doesn't want that to happen. So he'll throw out his Iron Weave there and a card from the hand and say no, please, as he blocks it all up. So 15 to 17. 15 to 17 is our score life totals as Kevin goes into his turn with 3 cards in hand and 1 in the grip. Those embodiments technically going away. Leads off with a fused Bramble Spark into a burgeoning from Arsenal. Great attack here. That should be 1 arcane and 10. Oh, it's a blue? Oh, never mind. It's a blue. It's a blue. So it's only 7. It's only 7. I was hoping it was a red. Ooh, yeah. I like that. Viscerai and Levia. I'm hoping Levia gets a little bit of help here from Everfest. Viscerai's feeling okay right now. Pretty good in the meta. At least internationally. He's feeling pretty decent. I like those options. I love those options. Kevin there gets a few points of damage, sends John down to 12. 15 to 12 now, found 5 damage there. As John goes into his turn, first Soul Shackle is going to see Meet and Greets, which is an unfortunate pull there for John, as he cannot play that out of his banish zone, and that was the red Meet and Greet. A little rough. So, Ghostly Visit from John here after Soul Shackling to give this go again. So that's just going to come in for 4. Kevin indicates that, yes, he does have his 2 embodiments and will try to be using them. Nope, says they're not going to be any of use, so likely tells me all attack actions in the hand. Welcome to Briar. High risk, high reward. High risk, high reward. Yeah, but when you get it together there, Scribe, either of the 2 decks, let me know. We can play test some stuff out. I got Prism as well. I got some Tank Prism. I have a Blitz Ira, or like my girlfriend's Blitz Ira. I have Kano in both the Blitz and the classic constructive variety. Actually, there is a non-attack action there. Sotomayor is the first block. And then a Singeing Steel Blade is the follow-up here from John. That would be his last attack action this turn, unless he Snapdragon Scales it. John also here rocking the Galaxy Black instead of the Rosetta Thorn. So making a tech choice there to go for the Galaxy Black instead of the potential 2 arcane damage, which tells me John is mainly all in on the attack actions. Doesn't think he has enough non-attack actions to think it. Uh-oh. Did I say girlfriend's deck? I probably did. That gets a rune chance, yeah, from the Galaxy Black. Smooth Volition, way good. I was getting indicated, pointed some stuff out on it, and I agreed with the assessment. Yeah, cat's yelling at me. So Kevin over here, he'll block for 2, which means he will take 3 damage total that turn, fall to 12 apiece now as our life totals. All right, for sure. I will come and watch / play in some of them for sure. As Burgeoning out of Arsenal Zone, says Kevin. That means it's going to get +1 thanks to its own ability, going up to 7. John here is going to pop his helmet on the Hope Merchants. It means he can destroy it and shuffle any number of cards from his hand into his deck and then draw that number of cards. Well, the number was 2. The number was 2, so looking to draw 2 cards. John liked a couple of them, but it's like, hey, I kind of need to see this. The fact that he still has his Heart and Cross Traps and Snapdragon Scalers may mean that John is kind of just looking. He might have also tech played, had some cards he could play from banners, had some Blood Deck cards in his hand that he maybe wants to get back into the deck as well. Also a consideration there. So John now still staring down this 7 power Burgeoning. There's no possibility for Kevin to give this go again, as there was no non-attack action played, but Lunging Press is available, potentially. Actually, I think Lunging Press costs 1, doesn't it? Oh gosh, nope, it's 0. Yeah, it's 0, okay. So potential Lunging Press available, but John blocks 3. Kevin, he says, hey, I want to get the damage out there. Oh, no, excuse me. Burgeoning is a Earth card. Actually, great catch there by John. Burgeoning is an Earth card, so Mark of Lightning, I believe, specifies as Elemental or Lightning. Yep. So Kevin can't pop it there, so great catch. Great catch there. Kevin gets 4 points of damage, sends John down to 8. And so John, pretty happy with that. Only 1 embodiment of Earth there for Kevin. John, very happy about that. Goes 1-1 on his Soul Shackles there. Now he's got 3 cards in hand, 1 in Banish and 1 in Arsenal to play with. The Heart and Cross Trap to reduce cost by 2. So 2 resources there on the Heart and Cross Trap effectively. So a lot to do. That is a red card there in the Banish Zone, which is a great hit there. Still sad to see John's Meet and Greet go away. I think Meet and Greet is a crazy good option for a commoner. Crazy good. In fact, I even think Meet and Greet could be played in Briar sometimes too. You can go Bramblespark and Meet and Greet. Crickets go again. It goes again. Flock. John flocks it. He did not soul shackle this. So this does not have go again. So this is just 5. And then probably Snapdragon Scalers here. Because there's consuming volition there behind it. In the hands. No arcane damage has been done yet. Is this a nice red consuming though? Yep, the chain also definitely could not have given that go again because it needs to be a shadow or rune blade, to be fair. But John says, I don't need my Snapdragon Scalers because I have a Razor's Reflex. So he's going to pump it up by 3 after Kevin's no blocks. That sends him down to 4. And now John goes Heart and Cross Strap. Deciding which one he wants to do. He's going to Soul Shackle. I believe that should be at 3 on the Soul Shackle, right? Let me double check. Alrighty. So 4 go again here as a Rip Through Reality comes through. It's allowed to get played from your Banish Zone. He has not dealt arcane damage, unfortunately, this turn. So that's where that Soul Shackle comes from. So John doing an excellent job here bringing together go agains, which is the hard part to do in Commoner. So gotta give him a lot of credit for that. Now, you know, the hero ability definitely assists with that, which is why Chain, I personally think Chain's pretty strong. A lot of people disagree with me, but I think Chain is decent in Commoner due to the aforementioned go agains. Kevin here, really thinking about this. He's at 4, so this is lethal. This is lethal coming at him. It does require a response. He's got a helmet he can block with. He does. He throws a helmet and a card from the hand. Blocks for 4. And so John comes in with a Galaxy Black, pitching that red consuming volition that we saw from the hand. John has played a card from his Banish Zone this turn, so it will come in for 3 total, thanks to the +2 from its effect. If it hits a hero, it will also deal an arcane. So Kevin cannot, unfortunately, just let this go through, because that would be 4 damage total. So this will require another response here from Kevin. So John, expertly doing this, and I think will just about tempo out his opponent. Now here at the end of the game. It's usually how a lot of Blitz games finish out. As John's sitting on 3 Soul Shackles, we'll need to have a Nambo hand here for Kevin, who has 2 cards and 1 card in Arsenal. Kevin's hoping that Chain just kind of whiffs on some blood debt. So far, John's had pretty average rate. Ball Lightning to start here for Kevin. If I had to venture a guess, we'll also see Mark of Lightning pop this turn. As Kevin peeks into his own board state there. John now has some considerations. Does he block anything here, or does he risk it for the biscuit? I think he's pretty available to allow himself some blocks should he want them. He doesn't have to quite have to finish the game out here, but he can't really let his opponent come out. Can't really allow him to get another tempo turn. Or any turns after that, or he'll find himself chipped away very quickly. John does no block on the first one. We'll take 2, thanks to the Ball Lightning replacement effect. So it comes in for 1, then it's going to deal some damage. So it deals that much damage +1, effectively 2. Now, if Kevin has a Lightning or Elemental behind this, it doesn't. It's a Burgeoning. This one was the yellow, but it came out of Arsenal. So coming in for 6. Great option there, though, because that is a lethal attack. So it will require at least 1 response there. So no Mark Lightning here, as John did not block the Lightning card. But John will take 3 from that Burgeoning, fall to 3. 4 to 3 we got, as John now has 2 cards in hand. And we'll need to banish 3 cards. Oh no. All whiffs. We got a blue flock. Revealing a ghostly visit. Only coming in for 3. Unfortunately here for our chain player. But still not an unreasonable turn here. Can Snapdragon Scalers this and Ghostly Visit behind that. And or Galaxy Black, depending on if John wants to keep anything for future turns. I wouldn't expect so. I think he's got to go as far as he can right now. So Kevin identifying equipment. He's looking through it. Remember, John still has those Snapdragon Scalers available here. As Kevin considers, he has 2 embodiments of Earth, so he could block this up with a non-attack action. Ghostly Visit does come in for 4. Kevin's gonna no block it. Wow. No arcane damage though, John representing. So 1 to 3 as John soul shackles. And it gets the extra go again. Ghostly Visit coming in now. Kevin blocks for 4, and then Galaxy Black now gets the next card out of hand here for Kevin. So 2 cards in hand here for Kevin. Going to try to come back to find 3. He will be able to block this. Well, unless we see some ball lightnings here. Yeah, the just Kevin blocks the 3. Looks at his hand. I don't think he's super excited about it, but he does still have that Mark of Lightning, which could threaten some serious damage. Bramble Spark could have been a crazy hand had he been able to combo that Stir and Bramble Spark, but we have a Stir straight up coming in for 4. This is Mark of Lightning eligible, but this is all Kevin has to do or has available on his turn. But John needs to throw at least 3 in front of this to stay alive this turn. John says, I'm blocking 6. Through the 3, I'm going all in. Kevin says, all right, Mark of Lightning, get an embodiment there. Try to make his next block bigger. John has to be thinking, all right, the Soul Shackles got to come up money. Can't come up whiffs every time. Oh, meet and greet. Rifts. And didn't catch the other one, but gets 2. Misses 2. That's great. Oh, it has blue in the hands too. This is great. Soul Shackle. Gets his arcane damage. And that will do it. Rifted Torment. Coming across. Should be coming up here in a second. There it is. Boom. It is of the blue variety. That's okay. You may play Rifted Torment from your Banish Zone if you do. Deal 1 arcane damage. Kevin, not rocking any no runes. John actually lets us know he's running 0 non-attack actions in his deck. Which is crazy, which is great. It did very well there with navigating go-agains and extending out his turn. So I liked it. John, very strong representation. Kevin also as well had a very great try at it. But John, at the end of the day, takes it out and cleans us out here for round number 2. That was a pretty good game, though, I will say. That was well done by both players. I'm big fan of that. But that closes us out here. So we'll catch you. Don't go anywhere, fellas. We'll catch you shortly. We're moving and grooving, like has been told to me. I had to steal this one, but we're blitzing through these games. I did steal that one. We're halfway through on the games, and the other one should finish up pretty quickly as well. So if you're enjoying the action, hit that like button. If you are catching this later on the VODs, hit that Discord link in the description below. Come join us on the server for some games or for some events. 2 events a week. We'd love to have you. Or just come hang out and chat. You can lurk too. Not the end of the world, but that will do it here for round 2. Round 3 coming soon. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Realms' Sunday event. I'm Brent, alongside streamer to be named. Excited because we have round 3. After the conclusion of this, we'll be halfway there for our 6-round event of Out of the Box Gaming's Armory Commoner. That's right, Commoner. Only commons allowed today. So no super streamlined decks, no crazy power levels here, just straight peasant pleb action going down. Out of the Box Gaming. Before we jump into the action, a little bit about them. They're store local to Thomasville, North Carolina. They specialize in in-store play and a marketplace for trading card singles. So if you're in the market for any cards, for any deck across any popular card game right now, outoftheboxgaming.com is your place to go. I'm talking the Digimon, the Pokemon, the Magic, the MetaZoo. Oh, I know that's gonna raise some eyebrows there. MetaZoo still available. They have some actually. So we'll go back into the action there as you digest the considerations on how much you want to spend, how thin your wallet's going to get after that. But John, we saw there in turn 1, made some soul shackles, threw out some attempted damage. Didn't get much in there, but Adrian now gets to be the tempo player. Starts out with a belittle. He did go get a Minnowism, which we saw there pitch. And now the Kadachi start. Adrian not having the Mask of Momentum, which is the usual big ninja worry. Something to consider there. But Adrian will have pushed the points. And the rest. John takes the taking all the damage right now. Wow, he really likes his hand. John taking 6 already this turn, down to 14. Holy smokes, 20 to 14 already. John's like, you know what? I don't need to block. I got the damage. Salt the Wound is going to be super big now. Coming in for 5. That's a 0 for 5 thanks to all 3 of the other attacks on the combat chain hitting. Assault the Wound gains +1 for each attack that is hit. And so there was 3 prior and makes it 5. Who do you guys have today? I forgot to ask on the previous rounds. If you want to get your vote in there or not, I've just been enjoying the gameplay. I don't really know. This is only my second Commoner event that I've actually watched. Heard about quite a few other ones, but in terms of covering myself, this is the second one. So I usually reserve my opinion until I kind of get a good understanding of it. John here, shuffling 3 cards back on the Hope Merchants. Did not like that hand one bit. Took a lot of damage. Took a lot of damage for it though too. So instead of blocking the cycle out, instead we'll just Hope Merchants and see. John obviously there respecting the fact that there's no Mask Momentum to worry about, so no extra draw, no extra shenanigans, no extra craziness. Now Adrian here still has 1 card in hand, no resources floating, I believe. Oh no, he has 1 floating. Does have the Snapdragon and the Heart and Cross Straps if he wants to. So that's exactly what Adrian does. He pops his Snapdragon Scalers, uses the floating resources, and Torrent of Tempo coming in for 5. Technically, if it hits, it has Go Again. Adrian won't have anything to do with the Go Again, but still just an attack for 5. A lot of damage this turn. Wow, John's already down to 9. We were just talking about the strength of chain, but oh man. Oh no. John already down to 4. Adrian finds 16 points of damage on his turn 1. Craziness here. Absolute madness is... what a turn. That would have been a tough turn for any hero to deal with. Insane. John Soul Shackle here finds a Rifted Torment. As he now considers his turn. That was the way he was able to win on his previous turn. Gets 1 Rune Chant, 1 Arcane here. That's how John won in round number 2. Was able to get his Arcane in there to finish out the game. 2 Arcane total, staring down at Adrian. 4 damage total. Adrian says, sure, take all 4 damage. Puts him down to 16. As John tries to even out these life totals, Adrian is going to have the opportunity here not to block it all. John is going to need a Consuming Volition or others of the sorts like that to get some discard effects here. Oh, speak of the devil, And he shall appear, consuming volition. Coming in for 4. If it hits discard a card, that's gonna quickly get a response here from Adrian as he throws 4 in there. And John has a Razor's Reflex. Adrian will take 3, have to discard a card, and that consuming volition gets go again. So well done here from John. Well done. Adrian discards a red scarf for a scar. Wow, that's a crazy good card. I'm interesting to see what else Adrian has in hand there. Getting rid of a scar. So Spellblade Strike is the next one. Is the follow-up here from John, thanks to the go again from the Razor's Reflex. That will create a rune chant there as John Snapdragons the Spellblade. Adrian will take 4 down to 9. And then John's next attack will come in with this rune chant. Arcanite Crackle. That means 1 damage coming in from the rune chant and 2 from the Crackle. Adrian will have to take 3 damage. Or excuse me, 2 arcane and then 3 physical. Oh, you know what? No, that was a blue one. That was a blue one. I'm sorry. So it was 1. So it was just 3 damage total. Just 3 damage total. Sorry about that, fellas. A little bit display didn't quite get there. We tried. Adrian now 4-4 is the ball game. I like to see that. It evened out pretty quick. It evened out really quick. Adrian goes Kadachis. John takes the first one. Second one coming in for 2. Yeah, just didn't want to pull up. Just didn't. The streamer name was trying to get it, but it didn't want to cooperate. That's what we'll call it. Kadachi to the knee. Josh, I agree with you there. I agree. John falls to 1. Head jab for 4. Coming in for 4 thanks to the stubbies. Does have to go again. Nothing to do else with it. There you go. Stubby hammer there. Gave +1. John is going to have to likely throw 2 cards in front of this. Block 6. And now Adrian is in a controlling position now with Kadachi. John, though, has 2 Soul Shackles. Hits 1. Misses the second. That's okay, though. The Rifted Torment. It's of the red variety. Very flavorful right about now. As John is looking to try to find 4 damage here. All of his arcane is free, though. So 1 arcane. Adrian doesn't have a choice on the arcane. Falls to 3. And now looking at an attack for 4. Adrian might have defense reactions, though. They are in the common. They are common. They're raritized common. We'll see if Adrian has them or not. Does not. Blocks for 4. Throwing 2 cards out there. This is huge for John. Now he's got 1 card left in his hand, I believe. Yeah, 1 card left in the hand. Stubby hammers, John says. And Arcanite Crackle. 1 arcane and 4 physical. So that will get the next 2 cards. Well, 1 card out, and then Adrian will likely try to just go Kadachi after that. As he blocks for 3. There's the Salt the Wound that would have done the double Kadachis. So Adrian goes down to 1. As he, pitches the head jab and goes Kadachi for 1. Boy, very close game here at the end. I think John's going to get it. We'll see. Rifted Torment. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, needs to Rifted Torment in the Banish Zone. John blocks a 2. All John's looking for is 1 arcane damage. And he's got a lot of outs for it. Oh, does not see it yet. To rip through reality there in the Banish Zone there, found on the Soul Shackles, but John is still going to be able to get quite a few attacks in this turn. Likely Adrian's going to fall to 1 card in the hand here. Or go again on his rip through reality. Played out of the Banish Zone. Has go again thanks to the Soul Shackle. Not the arcane damage, unfortunately there. That's what John's looking for. We're going to see Adrian block 4, block the next attack. Ooh, consuming volition for 4 means that's going to get both cards out of the hand, unless Adrian's got that defense reaction. The big old sigh that we got, I think indicates to me that he does not have it, as he blocks another 6, and John gets a full turn now, as we'll likely close out the game now. So John will draw up his 4, and then we'll banish his 4 on his turn as Adrian just passed. We see a Ghostly Visit, Consuming, and a whatever one. It's the one that if you deal Arcane, it gets +2. We just looked at that one too. I totally forget it. So John now is definitely going to close out the game here. Yeah, Piercing Shadow. Thank you there, display. We'll likely see. Oh, we might see that this turn. We might not. It does cost 2. John does not have his oh god, Snapdragon Scalers. And Adrian concedes the game after John Soul Shackles a Spell Strike, shows the rune chant there. Adrian says I can't block it, and that will do it there. Chain gets it in. Wow, it was a pretty close game. Holy smokes. What a finish there again. I'm loving this Commoner. I don't know about you guys, but Commoner has been just marvelous lately. I have had no complaints about it. I'm loving it. I'm gonna be real. I hope there wasn't an echo there, fellas. If there was, I'm super sorry. I think I had my feedback. I think I had it up. Oh well. If there was, I'm sorry about it. But on the coming across stream, maybe not. But anyways, on the Commoner, been super enjoying it. We'll look it back. Nope. Okay. I had to sit and hear about it, so sorry for that silence there. But yeah, Commoner has been super fun, been super enjoyable to play. It's actually been more fun to brew up, to be fair. Going through, the list of heroes and being like, what could be strong here, what could be strong there. I've had a great time with it. There wasn't an echo. Thank you, ex-girlfriends. Thank you. Oh boy. Ooh. True. But anyways, I love to close this out here in round number 3. We're halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway there, which is really sad because I'm loving the gameplay. I'm loving the action. Been having a great time. And looking to see more. Commoner definitely gonna make his way in the rotation here. I think that is for sure. The people have spoken. Commoner is a super fun, exciting, awesome format. So gonna keep rocking it, gonna keep enjoying it. But that will close us out here. She gives up. That's okay. Not everybody's a winner there, Cat. Not everybody. All right, I'm gonna pay for that one later. Boys. But I should. I'll close this round out. Before I get in too much more trouble. Catch us back for round number 4. It'll come at you shortly. Don't go anywhere. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Realms' Sunday event. I'm Brent, alongside streamer to be named, and we've got round 4 coverage of Out of the Box Gaming's Armory Commoner. That's right, I said Commoner. All commons, only pleb stuff today. But before we dig into that, don't be a pleb. If you're looking for cards, if you're looking to update your deck or get something spicy, check out Out of the Box Gaming. Out of the Box Gaming is a store local to Thomasville, North Carolina, specializing in in-store play and a marketplace for trading card singles. So if you're looking for those cards, check out Out of the Box Gaming in person or outoftheboxgaming.com. For round number 4, we're still watching John. It's the chain show lately. And he's up against Freddy, against Ira. So another Chain v Ira matchup we have for ourselves here. John doing an excellent job on the Chain lately. Against All Hate, doing well. Me and Streamer here have been talking. We're big fans of the Chain. Big fans of the Chain right now as John is our turn 1 start. He just tries to generate some rune chants and some quickens. Only gets himself the Soul Shackle and the Quicken token. But still, not a bad turn 1. The Arsenal's a card, draws up, and Freddy was able to block up, has some defense reactions there. So he kept himself completely healthy. And he will start things off with a Belittle, revealing Head Jab to go find himself a Minnowism. Color coming. I believe he said blue, but we're going to wait and see. For those football fans out there, go Bengals. Go Bengals. They are up against Kansas City at the moment with 6 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the game. 31-28. So we'll see if they can hang on. I was not expecting it. So it was a great, it's a great bonus right now. As we watch some awesome flesh and blood action, John will rip through reality, block the Belittle, and then we have Kadachi for 2. John, no blocks there, falls to 18. Freddy's got a nice, awesome digital life counter there as his opponent's on the Gengar. Well, that probably would have been what I would have sat on, but Freddy himself on the Flying Grass Man. I forget the name of that one, but cool looking one. For those, I've been playing the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl lately. They're having a great time as we saw the follow-up Kadachi, follow-up Head Jack for 1 go again. Push the point. That one's coming in for 6 since Head Jab hit. Gets the +1. Not a bad turn here for Freddy as he finds himself a 5 attack combat chain with 6 damage coming on the end. So not too shabby. A lot of represented damage here. Up to, what was that? Let's see. 13 damage total. 13 damage total represented this turn here for Freddy. John's blocked 3 of it so far. He's now staring down an attack for 6 as John considers his options here. He's got his Hope Merchant. He's got all of his equipment still. We didn't really run through the equipment. Nothing too crazy. That's my bad. Hope Merchant's hood. Heart and Cross straps. The Stubby Hammers. And the Snapdragon Scaler's there for John. Which means he can shuffle his hand through on that Hope Merchants. Kind of give himself a free mulligan. Pump up an attack action card with that Stubby Hammers. Heart and Cross straps. Give him almost effectively 2 free resources. And the Snapdragons. You know what that does. Gives him the go again. Freddy there rocking the Iron Rod helm. The Iron Rod chest, the Breaking Scales, and the No Rune boots. All equipment you should be very familiar with, but if you're not, we'll go over it later as John found the Rifted Torment out of the Banish Zone, and he will go in straight away with that. He can play it from his Banish Zone, and if he does, since he did, gets an arcane damage. Been playing Sword on the Switch. Oh man, yeah, I hear you there. If they do release, if they remaster Blue, I'm all about it. I won't lie. I'd be all about it. I'd be buying it. I'm a little bit sad. I'm waiting. I'm trying to put a competitive team together on Diamond, and I did not realize how much grinding there is to do to put a competitive team together. I'll say that. I am not set up. I haven't done any of like the actual considerations for Pokemon before, so like actually setting up like yourself, like up with the breeding and whatnot. Ripped to reality though, as I come back into reality there for this game. Gets in for 4. Freddy falls to 13 to 10 right now. But yeah, I didn't realize there was so much grinding to be had. Squirtle Squad. So your favorite Pokemon there is going to be Squirtle? Or just the starter Squirtle? Because I agree with both of that. I agree with both of that, regardless of what the answer is. Kansas City also had to punt it away for those following the Bengals game. For those not following the Bengals game, but listening to me, you are now following the Bengals game. How? It's crazy how that works. I'm jesting. I jest. John there. Galaxy Black gets blocked up. Follows it up with Arcanic Crackle. 1 Arcane, 3 Physical. That means John will fall to... Or excuse me, Freddy will fall to 9. As he didn't block any of that 4. Now we got 10 to 9. Very quick, fast-paced game. I love this. Freddy, his second Belittle and his second Minnowism coming out. You can't get used to all the new ones. I agree with you. It's tough. There's too many Pokemon out there. But you know what? The nice thing though is that there's a Pokemon for everybody nowadays. If there's not a Pokemon you like if you can't look at all the lists of Pokemon and be like, okay, this is the one I like, this is my favorite, I call you a liar. There's something for everybody. That's the nice thing about having 6 or 7 or 800, however many they got. Actually though, am I correct? Did they have to punt that? Uh-oh. I might have said that incorrectly. I'm a big fan of some of the newer ones though. But let's see how many Pokemon. Oh my god, just under 900, 898. Jesus. Oh god. But you know what? I guess that also includes the different variations, which are to me different Pokemon. I think that answers that question there. I'm not counting the Rotoms, I don't think, or maybe it does. Maybe it does count the Rotoms. And the cast forms. Counting only distinct species. So no, does not count it. All right, so Freddy, his attack there with the Belittle gets blocked up after John resolved to Hope Merchant's Hood. We'll come in with the Kadachi for 2. You like the shiny thing? Oh man. Shinies are hard to come by, man. I'll tell you what. I mad respect to everybody that spends their time searching it out. Freddy here, Whirling Mist Blossom. That's coming in for 2. Nice Irish specialization there. If it hits and it's a 2nd or higher on the chain link and a Rota hit, he can draw 2 cards. It does not hit. John wisely blocks that out. We may see John just waiting on a turn here. No, John takes 1 for that Kadachi. Oh, 2nd Whirling Mist Blossom here. Again, threatens the card draw. No, Kansas City actually was able to get a field goal. So 31 to 31. PCG player like shiny. Who would have guessed? Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah. I hear you there. I consider draw. Some of the shinies, though, I'll be legit with you. 7 to 9 here in our game here is John looks at 2 cards there in the Soul Shackles, finds a Rifted Torment and a Meet and Greet. Meet and Greet not going to be able to get played, but the Rifted Torment's active. But yeah, I agree with you, man. I'm some of the shinies though. Some of them I really like, but some of them I look at and go, I prefer the original one there. Or like some of them I'm like, they're not crazy enough for me to really go after. So John here, Singeing Steelblade, 4 physical, 1 arcane, does have go again thanks to the Soul Shackle here. So Freddy will fall to 8. Well, no, he does have Norwood. He can block it. Excuse me. Don't let me count it out too early. One of my favorites right now has got to be Milotic. I'm a big Milotic fan right now. Freddy takes the arcane, blocks 2 on the physical, and falls to 6. Oh no, excuse me. Takes the arcane, blocks 3, right? Or did I miss that? Was I too busy watching? Anyways, 6 to 6. however it's spaced out. My bad there, guys. Got distracted. Because Jamar Chase went and did well. You know what? You get, look, fellas. You got to find something that you like. All right, you got to attach into it, and you gotta have fun. Because what's the point in living life if you're not enjoying it? So speaking of this commoner, enjoying this real well, as Freddy goes Kadachi Tempo. Kadachi Tempo, as John is now at 3 life there. Tornado Tempo's coming in for 5. If it hits, go again. Not likely to be allowed to hit at all, just due to the life total. John blocks the 5, leaving the 2 there in the hand, and the Rifted Torment there in his arsenal, or in the Banish Zone, excuse me. As John just trying to stack up. This is likely the turn. Oh no! Consuming Volition and Razor's Reflex into the Banish Zone, as the Pierce the Shadows, or Pierce Shadow Veil, was the hit. But I think John would have liked to see more Rifted Torments. The Rifted Torment coming in. That's going to be an Arcane. It's going to have go again thanks to the Soul Shackle. Allows to get played out of the Banner Zone when it does deal that arcane damage. Freddy will take the arcane damage, go to 5. Now staring down a 4 tag. Now this does the Pierce here is going to get +2 if John plays it. John also has the Snapdragon Scalers available for this turn, so he can make a wide turn if he wants to here. Freddy takes 1 for the attack there. Piercing, though, coming in for 6. Not going to be able to Snapdragon Scalers this. This one's just going to come in straight for 6 because it's going to get +2 thanks to the arcane damage. So a lethal tackler here against Freddy. I guess technically the Rifted Torment was as well. No, it wasn't. No. No blocks here from Freddy. Into reactions, blocking 3 on the sink below. Opting not to sink. Going to 1. Freddy falls to 1. Very risky place against arcane damage. But having the null rune there keeps him a little bit safer. As Freddy gets to start his turn. Kadachi though is gonna be super scary. John can take at least one of these. John takes the 1 card in hand, 1 floating resource here or 2 floating resources for Freddy. Scar for a Scar. That's a 0 for 4. Go again. Oh, 0 for 5. Thanks to the Ira pump up. Oh man, spicy attack. Freddy just having the less life. Smart not to come in with that second Kadachi to ensure. Now, I think the way we're looking at the blocks, John would have had to block that anyways, but well done. Well done there. Great sequencing from Freddy. Gives John some considerations here. John blocks the 5. Kadachi for 1. John likely to take this. Falls to 1, and Lake Tap for 4 is the follow-up, so John now gonna have to use both cards out of hand. Says ouch, and will likely die to Blood Debt. Oh no, Chain! Oh man, no cards in hand. 4 on the Shackles. Blood Debt is likely to kill him. That's a whip, that's good. Whip! Oh, let's go! John survives! Now, unfortunately, he's Kadachi'd out as John soul shackled, but he survives another turn. Into Freddy, full grip. Kadachi for 1. Kadachi for 2. Okay, now Freddy just needs to find an attack for 4 and then another attack. Oh, headshot for 1. John's still alive. Assault the wound for 2. John blocks as well. Okay, another 5 whiff. Can it happen twice? 4. No, the Rifted Torment. The 5th one. John should have made the extra shackle. He should have sat on the 4. If he would have sat on the 4 shackles, he would have survived through that turn as well. Now, to be fair, he was tempoed out, but man, what a close finish though there. That exciting finish. You love to see it. But man, could you imagine 2 4 shackles back to back? Oh, stay alive. Woo. But John's letting us know he got a little greedy on his hope merchants. By saying he had just had all blues. So he put all of them back and then drew reds. And unfortunate man. And I'm getting pointed out the stubby hammers were not used there by John either. Which could have maybe made or break that one. Could have did he ever come in with a card with 3 or less base power? I think he did. He had Arcanic Crackles coming in for 3, so what an exciting finish there. Technically still killed every game. I love it. Great. See? That's why you make the good money. Great point out there. The chain is still racking in the kills. Just happened to be against himself that time. But that closes out here for round number 4. Still have round number 5, the prize support giveaway, and round 6 coming up. So still got quite some solid action coming your direction. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. I know I am. Exciting gameplay. So an exciting day. But I'll catch you guys here for round number 5 shortly after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll catch you soon. First down, Bengals makes that first and goal. And of course, they do that to you. They go TV timeout right as like I guess it was 2-minute warning technically. All right, I guess the clock ran down. Nobody wanted to call a timeout, but oh man, right when it gets intense, they gotta take that ad break. Darn television. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Realms' Sunday event. I'm Brent, alongside streamer to be named, and we are excited for round 5 here of Out of the Box Gaming's Armory Commoner. That's right, you heard it right, Commoner. 6 rounds of it today. Only plebs here, as we got no rares, no majestics, no legendaries, just the common folk. So we are excited a little bit. Before we dig into the action, I'm sorry, I got the Bengals game also going as it's close. There, unfortunately, they didn't get it, turn it over, but that's okay. As we, a little bit about Out of the Box Gaming. Out of the Box Gaming is a store local to Thomasville, North Carolina. They specialize in in-store play and a marketplace for trading card singles. So if you're in the market for updating your deck, or if you want to dig into another card game, Out of the Box Gaming is the place to do it. OutofTheBoxGaming.com. We got Kevin as our turn 1 player. He's going to face off against Freddy. Freddy this time. Bring back the Briar v. Ira matchup is what it is. Kevin there, utilizing his Mark of Lightning this time. Throwing it out there with the double ball lightning, getting the 3 free damage from there. So, you'll love to see it. 20-17 is going to be the start of this game as Freddy gets to start off with our tempo. Leads it off with Kadachi. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing awesome. Oh, God, I hope Joe Burrow didn't get injured again. For those that watch football, you know that that's a distinct possibility. He did. Fuck. That's okay. Anyway, excuse my language. Freddy gets his second Kadachi in, which means the point is going to come across 4-6. Freddy over here not rocking Snapdragon Scalers because of the Norrin boots. Doesn't even need them as Kevin takes the 6, falls to 11. 11-17. We got a very explosive game for you here today. As Bramble Spark fused. That's a red one. So +3 to the next attack action card and 1 arcane damage. All with an invigorate. That generates an embodiment of lightning. If Kevin can fuse the card here, it'd be great. He might just have to go in that burgeoning that he plays. Oh, red stir fused with the burgeoning. Oh my God, say it ain't so. Oh my God. It's going to be 1 arcane and then another 5 pump plus the 4 pump that stir gets plus the 5 from the stir itself. Actually, 12 is it's 12 at the moment, but it's potentially an extra 2 more to up to 14. Yeah, Freddy blocks the 2 arcane to keep it at 12. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that could have been meaty. This is actually one of the big combinations I love to do in the pre-release, in Tales of Aria pre-release. I will say that this was actually Bramblespark Stir was my go-to bread and butter. It's actually how I qualified for nationals. So a big fan of that. Will always keep a place in my heart, so to speak, or my brain power. It gets strong. That's hard to beat right there. This is also gonna have go again. So a Thorn's also coming in for another 2 and 2. So Kevin here theoretically could have so without the arcane barrier, which would have balanced that out pretty well. Could have represented 18 damage this turn. Alas, though, he's just gonna be able to represent 16. So Freddy here, though. Oh no, excuse me. Did I say 18? 19. I'm sorry, because it'd been 12 plus another 2, 14, 15 from the Bramble Spark plus another 4, so 19 damage total. That was the upside to that one. Freddy blocks a majority of the 12. Kevin sneaks in a few damage there. 11-13 now. As the Bengals kick the field goal for the win over Kansas City, locking in AFC North #1. Who dey, baby? I know you guys might not be the biggest football fans, but it's always a great thing to hear. Anyway, it's Freddy down at 10. Down at 10 now as Kevin arsenals the card. Or no, looks at his arsenal card there as Freddy now decides what he wants to do. Oh boy. Who dey, baby? Bengals. Got any football fans in the chat? Actually, it should be Kevin's turn. As Freddy probably just had to draw and pass. So Kevin's considering. We're in the tank here, fellas. We're in the tank for some reason. Must not be a good hand. Or it's that explosive of a hand. It's taking a minute to figure out. Kevin. Considering Rambo. Yep. I like it. It's a yellow one. It's fused with... Oh, I see. Yeah, it had some options there because there was an Earthlore there. Probably trying to figure out if he could also play the Earthlore here, I would imagine. Probably mathing out resources here. Another non-attack action will generate an embodiment of lightning here. Kevin's going with a burgeoning at Arsenal, maybe? Still considering it. Burgeoning at Arsenal. Both of these are yellow, though, so +2 on the Bramble Spark. It's a blue burgeoning. I'm sorry, not yellow. So 1 arcane, 7 physical. Still pretty decent. It's still pretty decent even for a blue. Or pretty decent for a blue. There. Freddy will take the arcane. Fall to 9. And now staring down 7 on the attack. That'll generate an embodiment of Earth there for Kevin, which means his non-attack actions will block for an extra 1 on the following turn. Freddy there, no blocks and reactions. Throws 2 down there. Kevin reacts with the suede hide shoes and then comes in with the Rosetta Thorn for 2 and 2. Great push there. Freddy will block 1, take 1 of the physical, take the 2 arcane, and fall to 6. Not in that order, but that's effectively what happened. Because obviously the arcane would go first. So on to Freddy's turn now. Not many cards to work with. Kevin's had some great tempo here. As we have 6 to 11. Scar for a Scar. It is going to have go again. Because Freddy's at less life, but not much else to do with it. He's got no other cards to work with. So just coming in for 4. Kevin could actually just let this go if he wants. Also has his helmet and his Aether Iron Weave there that can block for 2 if he wants to, if he chooses. So desires. Kevin will block for 3, take 1. That's going to be thanks to the embodiment of Earth there. Oh, no, excuse me. Freddy actually had a hand. I'm sorry. I was looking there. I didn't see a hand. He actually had a hand, so gets to pitch for the head jab to make Kodachi for 2, a Kodachi for 1. I am sorry. That's my bad. Okay, so 6 to 7 as Kevin takes it. And we now have Assault the Wounds for 5 because the Scar for a Scar hit. And both Kodachis. Now Kevin's thinking about equipment. No. Just no equipment there. Takes the 5. Falls to 2. 2 to 6. Kevin there opting not to use either of his equipment to block. Wanting to just go with that 1 card from the hands. And now considering his turn. Earthlore Surge. It's of the red flavor variety out of Arsenal. And the Ball Lightning. So +5 to this. The Thorn's going to be able to push here as well. So 8. Potential 9. Freddy will block 8. Very wise. And then Kevin will just push the Rosetta Thorn with the go again and a 1 resource floating for 2 and 2. Which will potentially sends Freddy down to 2. Which it will. Freddy no blocks it. Falls to 2. All right, there we go. As we get there, a little bit of a freeze up action, but we got back 2 to 2. As Freddy's going to have the 1 card in hand. Potentially 2, actually, because one of those came out of Arsenal zone. Kodachi for 1, says Freddy. Leaving 1 card in the hand. Excuse me. Are we maybe going to see erasers here? Am I going to will this razors into existence? Kevin blocks for 1. Freddy has... Oh, you cheeky Freddy. I went to grab the hands. Gadachi, dude, had that been a Razor's reflex, we would have seen it. So hopefully Kevin now doesn't over gauge it. I would just throw my helmet in front of this if I was Kevin. But Freddy might have played some mind games here. Now maybe Kevin's thinking about it and he overblocks. Oh boy. Wouldn't that be spicy? Kevin's considering. I think this is just a helmet. I think this is just a helmet thrown in front. Or potentially a non-attack action that Kevin doesn't need on the previous turn. But going down to one is scary. Going down to one is scary against Ira. I'll tell you what. Kevin appears to be considering the hand option. The helmet could be used on a previous or on a following turn. So tomorrow, that's a good chip in front of there. Leg tap coming in for 4. That's because it's red. Kevin can still block this with a 1 card from hand and the helmet. Oh, yep, 1 card in hand and the helmet, depending on what it is he chooses to block with. All Kevin needs, well, I wouldn't say all Kevin needs is a Rosetta Thorn coming in, but being able to trigger Rosetta Thorn will likely tempo lock out the game here for Kevin. Ooh, only gonna be able to block for 3. Kevin will take 1. Fall to 1. Very scary place to be against Ira, but it leaves him 2 cards in hand, 1 in arsenal. Two in hand and 1 in arsenal. As we have some German. We had some German going down. I understood it though. Hot diggity. That's 4 years of German for you. Burgeoning coming in. Verse 6. Freddy. Block 6. That leaves 1 card in hand though for Freddy. As Kevin will draw back up. Freddy though just going to be able to come in Kadachi. So we're rocking 2 cards a pop for both players. Kevin asks how many cards in hand. Freddy's got nothing. Nothing in hand. My ex-girlfriend would be so proud. Kevin blocks. Freddy comes in again on the Razors. This one's for 2. Now, unless Kevin has all ball lightnings in hand, which we have seen from a Briar player today, he should be able to block this up, and we get into the wild zone. Kevin does have an advantage in this matchup, is that he has a card and arsenal to work with as well. So we throw the burgeoning in front of it. Double burgeoning's thrown in front. As we'll go back into Kevin's turn. We got a nice close. Oh! Bramble Spark, no fusion. Into Bull Lightning. Oh no, so no Thorn here. Freddy, you're not dead yet! 2 Arcane. Kevin lets Freddy know he can't pitch for the Thorn. So Freddy will block 1, take 1. Fall to 1/1. And then Freddy will have to block this. We're still got a game here, Freddy. Freddy almost gave it up. Freddy opting not to sink. Oh no, Kevin can make the Aether Iron Weave. I'm sorry. And then Thorn. Thorn will do it. Just push the Thorn there, Kevin. Yep. Pushing the Thorn, and that does it. Oh, that's actually should end the game. All right, I don't know if I really closed that out. The guys switched up to German, made it real fun there at the end. Had to talk to him, but yeah, Kevin closed it out with the replacement. Freddie recognized it there at the end, and that was a great ending there. It was wild. So Kevin Breyer get some revenge over the Ira. So solid there. Great commoner action, but that closes out for round 5. Prize giveaway. And round 6 coming up shortly after this. So don't go anywhere. Super exciting stuff. Love it. Loving the pleb commoner format. Yeah, loving it. So we'll see you guys soon for the prize giveaway. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I give everybody a second here for those that still don't have that ad blocker. I still recommend it. If there is even any ads on these ones today. So I have 16. I have 16 people. Make sure you see your name on the list. It should be everybody. It's pretty competitive up at the top today, too, isn't it? Look at that. Freddie, John, Adrian, and Kevin, all with 4 wins. But nobody's got 5. Look at that. Keeping it spicy. Gotta love the commenter. Loving the commenter. But, all right, without any complaints, we're gonna get this going and we're gonna send it. So, John, how many dice are we going today? 2 dice. Okay. I'll head it over to you if you want, or.
I mean, you can do it. You got it.
I guess it's on me.
Yeah.
I guess it's me, the voice from beyond.
Yeah.
Roll them dice then, baby. Oh, 7. That's a pretty average roll, you know? Okay. Lego, yeah, 50-50. 50-50 shot at top 8. It's the Cold Foil Vega. I think that's the new hero's name, right? Vega. And then also, let me double check what the regular cards are.
I already hit randomize those.
Did you already randomize it once?
Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind. I guess
we got 6 more times.
We got 6 more times for me to find out. Life of the Parties. It's Rainbow Foil Life of the Parties color of choice. 7 of those going out to there. So not bad. Is this the second one?
Yes.
Oh, there's 2. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next one does it. Justin nails the cold foil down to Ben for the Rainbow Foil Life of the Parties. William, sorry man, if it was a Kano promo, I know you would get it, but I know you'd be up there. You'd be in the list. Lico unfortunately did not make it. Went down under, you could say. Oh, okay, all right, that's too much. I know that's too much. That's too much. Yeah, you know I had to get one of those in there. But I'll see you guys back in the lobby. We'll get packs and color choice from you, and we'll make round 6 happen. See you there. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Uncharted Rounds' Sunday event. I'm Brent alongside streamer to be named, and we are excited because it's round 6 of 6 of Out of the Box Gaming's Armory Commoner. That's right, Commoner. Only plebs here today, as I keep saying. Commons only, except heroes. They are of any variety, any young hero, but common cards makes for a very fun and spicy format and gameplay. Speaking of gameplay, but before we get into it, Out of the Box Gaming Store, local to Thomasville, North Carolina. They specialize in in-store play and a marketplace for trading card singles. Notably, though, they have a lot of MetaZoo, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic. So if you're looking for something, I guarantee you they got it. Check out Out of the Box Gaming in person or outoftheboxgaming.com. Freddie was our turn one player there, got 2 points of life into his favor. Now back into Adrian as our tempo player. We'll get into the gameplay there a little bit later. Kadashi into Lake Tap Yellow. And that comes in for 3 as Freddie blocks for 3. Very fast-paced action. These guys are moving and grooving. Like we say, blitzing through it. Freddie will block 2 of it. Adrian will arsenal and pass away. So Freddie, 2 cards out of the hand there. 2 cards left. 1 card in arsenal. 18 to 17. The Ira v. Ira. Ira so far doing really well. Really well in Commoner. Has had a great showing lately. And our previous Commoner event as well. Great showing. So Kadashi, torn of tempo. As Adrian sits at 15. Staring down a 5 attack, trying to send him to 10. No cards in hand, only the card in arsenal, no floating. I think Adrian's probably considering letting this hit. Adrian, no block, no reactions, down to 10, and that will clean it out there for Freddie. No salt and wound there to use for the go again for Freddie. That would have been a nice follow-up there. That would have made advantage of it. A little bit of difference in equipment here from both of our players. We'll run through that real quick. Adrian, speaking of which, activates the stubby hammers. +1 to his to attack action cards with 3 or less base power. Adrian is also rocking the Iron Rod helmet, the hardened cross straps, and the Snapdragon scalers, while Freddie goes more of a defensive option. The Iron Rod helmet, Iron Rod chest piece, and the Iron Rod leggings with the breaking scales. So getting 4 armor there for Freddie. So Adrian here. Kadashi Whirling Mist Blossom. This one's coming in for 4. Thanks to that stubbies. Ooh, lunging press there. You might say, Brent, that's a rare. But no, it's actually a common. It just got upgraded in a release set there for Crucible. But it got originally released at common, so it Papa rules itself. Available. The attack reaction gets defense reactions as Freddie is able to block it up. Adrian was looking for that card draw. Great turn here from Adrian. But Freddie has all the answers as he sinks belows and passes away. Adrian does. So 16 to 10 was a lot of action, but not a lot of damage as Freddie. Kadashi's for 1. Freddie was the arsenal man. He was the arsenal and defense reaction man there. Of course, we get the Ira game. Kadashi for 1. Adrian so far on the receiving side of these Kadachis. Push the point for 7, says Freddie. Pretty decent sequencing of the turn there. Adrian now was like, you know what? It's time for some armor to come in there. Little, different strategies from the 2 of them. I liked Adrian's there. It looks pretty good, but it just, Freddie just had the answers. Sometimes that's just the way it be. Sometimes your opponent just has the nuts to what you got. And Adrian had a great turn there too. So now Adrian has his own defense reactions. Blocks with the helmet and assault the wounds, then goes to reactions. No reactions there from Freddie because he had no cards. And Adrian does a yellow sink below to get up to 7 block there. No sink. As Adrian likes his hands. Likes his hands so much, he pops his chest piece. 2 resources less on the cost. Belittle for free. Revealing head jab. Adrian wants to go searching for that blue minnowism he can then play. Or he can then pitch. So head jab, or excuse me, belittle coming in for 3, go again. Adrian, though, has got to make up 7 points. Hopefully everybody had fun with the coverage today. Hopefully you had a great time if you were playing. We appreciate you for playing, but for those watching also, hopefully you had a great time there as well. I had a blast. I super enjoyed it. Got to watch my my football team won today, right here in the middle of the rounds, and got some awesome commoner event going on there. Friday blocks for 3, so Adrian follows up with the head jab. Still has that minnowism in hand, which we'll start with the pitch. Kadachi for 1. Freddy takes it down to 11. Kadachi for 1. Freddy takes it down to 10. Torn tempo for 5 out of the arsenal zone. Ooh, spicy turn here from Adrian. Freddy had a great turn, but Adrian counters back as well. Actually, it's 2 back-to-back great turns there for Adrian. To be fair, Freddy was not able to weather the storm as much this time as he falls to 7. Again, both these players love going fast-paced. The ninja v ninja, back and forth. Everybody's trying to slice each other down. Kadachi for 1 gets in, no blocks, 8 to 7. Kadachi for 2. Adrian considers. Freddy still has 3 block left on equipment, though. Keep that in mind. As Adrian no blocks it, wants to fall to 6. Torn of tempo for 5, says Freddy. It's like, I liked your torn of tempo so much, I'm going to do it myself. Now, if Adrian has a scar for his car in hand, that would now be active with the go again. No cards in hand there for Freddy. Adrian might be considering taking this. Ooh, now we're down to the wire here. Adrian, though, needs to respect the 3 armor. He no blocks it, though. It's official. Down to 1. Falls Adrian. 7 to 1. That's Kadachi. That's Kadachi range. Oh, man. Spicy here, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to see the tempo. These next 2 turns are going to decide how this game's going to go. It might not end in the next 2 turns, but it will definitely decide who's going to get tempo locked out. Adrian. Kadachi for 1 hits. Kadachi for 2 does get blocked out, but Lake Tab yellow. This one's only for 3. It does get the go again, though. So Freddy can block 3 and not take anything. Oh, flying kick for 7, says Adrian. That's a great response there. Freddy with the 2 cards in hand, but 3 equipment. He could go 1 card from hand and 3 equipment. And come in for 6 block. Just taking 1, go to 5, and then as long if he's got a blue pitch in the hands with for 0. So whirling missile, actually he's only going to block 4 of it, take 3, go to 3. Freddy making some tech choices here on what he's keeping and what he's getting rid of. So 3 to 1. Adrian had a good showing, but not quite the best. Needed some reds there. Freddy's gonna Kadachi. Adrian's gonna lose 2 cards, and we're in the end game now, as Doctor Strange might say. Speaking of Doctor Strange, Spider-Man was actually pretty decent. I don't recommend seeing it in theaters because people clapping kind of just ruins the kind of wild to the show. To be fair, kind of sucks, but it was still a good time. Unfortunately, you kind of have to see that one in theaters. But The Matrix is out on HBO Max. For those interested in the other releases there, Adrian blocks it. The Kadachi, no surprise there. As Adrian starts off with his head jab, this one's for 3. Freddy's got 1 block on equipment and 4 cards in hand. Adrian's only got 2 cards. I think Freddy gets this on the tempo. I think he will. Freddy blocks 3. Adrian, rising knee thrust. This one does come in for 4, though. That's great there. Freddy's got the defense reaction, though, so he doesn't have to take any damage. He would have also had the equipment. This should be it. Freddy still with the 2. Well, with the 2 card in hand, would need a 0-cost attack. Freddy says Kadachi for 1. Adrian will block. Kadachi for 2. Adrian will block. Does Freddy have the 0? He does have the scar for a scar. This will pull both cards out of the hand for Adrian, and Freddy has won. He has won the day today. Look at that. You say, Brent, but it's not over yet. It is. It is, ladies and gentlemen. Unless Freddy just said, ugh, and doesn't like his hand. Adrian will be 100% tempoed out from here on. And Freddy still has a piece of equipment there. Adrian was not able to use the Snapdragon scalers at all. Oh, well, hold on a second. Adrian does survive this turn. Did I count him out? Kadachi for 1. Freddy can block it with the equipment. Should he want to? Actually, no. Freddy gets a full tempo turn again. But Freddy there was not able to close it out because the Whelming Gust Wave only came in for 1. Unfortunate. Freddy blocks the 1. Kadachi for 2. Freddy, no blocks, goes to reactions. Sink below it, sinks a card. That means 4 cards in the hand here for Freddy. Adrian, nah, I don't think very happy about where he's sitting. Every Kadachi pulls a card. Block, block. Now Freddy, 3 cards. Scarf for 4. Adrian throws 2 cards in there. And we, once again, tempos it out. We're just waiting for Adrian to run out of cards now. I thought for a second, I thought there might be, I hope I didn't speak too soon, but I was right. At the end of the day, I was right. Kadachi for 1. Adrian blocks it. Kadachi for 2. Blocks it. Oh, Salt the Wound for 2. Adrian does get another Kadachi turn. Hot diggity. Hold on. But Freddy's leaving 2 cards in the hand every turn. Kadachi for 1, says Adrian. At least we will see Adrian fight back. He's not going down easy. He's swinging. No blocks, reactions. Block 3. Freddy will scry. Technically opt. I'm sorry. Leaves it on top. Freddy did. Adrian goes in with the second Kadachi, and Freddy blocks it with a springboard somersault out of Arsenal. You say, Brent, though, that's a rare. It's not. It was originally printed common with the popper rules. It is good to go. It actually, we also double checked to make sure the power level, it matches the power level of the commons. Actually, almost even below power level, to be fair. So, something to consider there. So, Freddy coming in, Kadachi belittle. Uh-oh, Adrian had to block both of them. Kadachi for 1 blocks it. Now, Freddy just needs 1 attack. It doesn't have it. Oh, no. Adrian only has 2 cards left, and Freddy will grab them right here. Has the attack with the whirling, which would have followed up 2 Kadachis and would have ended the game right there. Freddy locks his opponent out of the game, cleans it up. These guys moved rather quick earlier, and it slowed down near the end, but still, that's ninjas for you. They like to slice, they like to dice, they like to stab you. And that will close it out, though. Freddy stabs his way into 5 wins today. Number 1, top of the board. We did not have an undefeated, though. We did not have an undefeated. Oh boy, what an awesome event, though. What an awesome commoner event. If you had a great time, hit that like button and join us down in the Discord. We love to see you run 2 events a week. Cover 1 event. Friday night, Blitz, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday, Out of the Box Gaming Armory event, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At the moment, it looks to be all commoner. All commoner on Sundays. All Blitz on Fridays. That seems to be the people who have spoken about that. So if you're interested, if that interests you, if you say, hey, that's what I want to do, by all means, come and join us. We'd love to see you. We'd love to have you. It'll be a great time. But that wraps it up for us here at the Box Gaming's Armory Commoner. We had 6 rounds of awesome action. Lots of fun. Lots of Ira v. Ira. Ira v. Chain. Briar v. Chain. Briar v. Briar. We had some great back and forth, close games, awesome action. But alas, it will have to end, sadly. But until next week, I'm Brent alongside John and James. And we appreciate you guys for coming out. We'd love to have you. And we'll catch you next time.